Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Shal, your Agent Mama. In May, I celebrated my 13th year in the insurance industry. 13 beautiful years of learning, ups and downs, forging wonderful friendships, and still being passionate about the work I do. Now, have you ever considered being an insurance agent? I mean, nobody comes up to me to say, I want to be an agent. Even in my case, it was my brother-in-law who actually introduced this career to me. Today, I have with me someone who took that leap of faith to join the insurance industry. With COVID affecting the aviation industry, Imran had come to a crossroads. He had to find a new career path after 10 years of being a cabin crew. He's a husband and a father of one, and he had to make sure that his family was still supported. He never once thought of a career as an insurance agent. But lo and behold, after doing all the required papers to get his license, he is now a freshly minted financial consultant. Let's meet Imran. So welcome to my channel.
Happy to be here.
Not that you haven't seen my face before,
All the time.
but I actually wanted to interview you because you actually took that leap of faith to join insurance. But before that, I mean, let us know what being a cabin crew is like.
It was fun as a part of my life where I would never forget. We all know that traveling the world is probably everybody's. Everybody likes to travel the world.
I miss it.
Right, especially in this time. Traveling the world, tasting different kind of food, experiencing different cultures. It was fun. It was great, but it's not something that I see doing long term. It's not sustainable.
So then, why did you then choose to switch careers?
To be frank, I've always wanted to. Being cabin crew was not long term, so I was already planning my exit then, but I didn't have any. Nobody wants to just wake up. Oh, suddenly I want to be a financial planner. I want to do anything to do with this industry. Of course not. But it's all about, I guess, when you change your perspective and you kind of change your mindset on things. You start to appreciate all these things. Yeah.
Actually, you are a very good friend of mine's brother. One thing that came through was your personality. Even though we had met like barely, we just said hi, hi bye. Your personality shone through, and I think that was what made me think that hey, actually, this guy has some quality in him that is very likable. At the end of the day, I think that's also because you are in as a cabin crew. But now that you have been in this industry as a financial consultant, have there been any challenges or like hurdles, for example, that you faced?
When I came out and told everyone that I was doing this, we get. I mean, everybody has a certain idea or perception of the kind of people that financial planners, people like us will have. So there's always that resistance there. There's always that, hey, I'm doing financial planning. Oh, you want to steal my wallet?
What? He just took that guy's wallet!
No. So that's the thing that I face the most. Rejection is always there. I mean, in our industry, it's probably every day your first kind of rejection.
Yeah.
I mean, to be frank again, in any part of life, we face rejection every day. So even if you're not doing this, if you're doing any other job, we face any rejection, only that we face it more. But what I have come to learn is that without any kind of resistance, there won't be any progress moving forward. You need to have a bit of challenge for you to see the growth.
So then, my question is, what are some triumphs or like some victories that you've had so far? Even though it's been a short one, I'm sure there are certain things that keep you going. So
yes.
What are these things?
I guess knowing that I can be there for my friends, my close friends, especially because I'm just reaching out to my close friends. So they have said, hey, I didn't know that I was paying for this. or I'm going to come up for this. So I guess giving that assurance to these people who I value closely, it makes me happy, and knowing that whatever happens to them, I can be there to take care of it and take care of them. Like many of our colleagues would like to say is, we do help people. I mean, it's very, very overused. I agree, but it's nothing further from the truth, So yeah.
Have you encountered on your own account anything that made you believe in insurance?
Yes, I had an accident last year. Long story short, I had an accident last year. I obviously don't have, we all have money in our account, but I don't want to use that to pay for my bills. It's like $20,000.
Wait, your accident cost?
Yeah, my accident cost $20,000. So
what happened?
I fractured my foot. I fractured my foot while playing ball with my son.
Wow.
At East Coast Park. Kicked the ball, then my feet landed like this on the ground. I had a small crack on my foot right here, and then doctor said you have to put a nail in. So anyway, I have a nail on my foot right now, and because of that, it kind of made me open my horizon, open my perspective a bit more. For me, because of that, I'm now better off, mentally knowing all this does help.
So if now there's somebody who actually wants to find out about the career or like wants to know more about what we do, what would you tell them?
Just speaking to someone and finding out more is probably number one. Whatever you read online is not enough. Number two is obviously doing the research.
So being in the agency that we are in, for example, or in the group that we are in, what have been some key takeaways for you that have helped you in this career?
The amount of support is probably key. You are by yourself, meeting people, meeting clients and all. But some of the agencies that I speak to, they are alone, and when they want help, there is no help to ask. And when you're stuck with something, you got nobody on speed dial to, hey, I need a question. There's nobody right there. But
I got you, bro.
yeah, so with the agency that we're in, if I need any question, I usually call Agent Mama. I just call Agent Mama. So, and she's always there. So I like the fact that the option is there. So yeah, support. Yeah.
You always support it.
Yeah. Okay. Enough about me. How about I ask you a question? If you don't mind?
You interviewing me.
I mean, I'm curious. I mean, what about me made you want to try and join? Yeah.
So the first time that I actually met you and I said, hey Imran, would you ever consider a career in financial services? And you said, I'm all about being service oriented, and coming from industry like aviation, like cabin crew, you are all about service, right? And that is something that I think is quite important in this career, that you need to put the interests of people before you. And that is something that you already talked to me, even just by talking to you, I could feel that. And also in the course of the time that now that you're working, I've seen the kind of work that you do. And I think being a person who's a good listener, and you actually listen not just to me obviously, but you listen to your clients. So when I've been in with you, when you speak to your clients, listening to what they need and listening to what they have to say, because sometimes some people just want to rant about maybe their past experiences or whatnot, right? And you just listen. And so I think that's another quality that was very good, being a good listener. And at the end of the day, I mean, because of the fact that you have a family, that there was a very strong why that yes, now that I've done my career as a cabin crew, and you did it very well at that too. I think now was a new chapter. So that strong passion and that strong reason to want to succeed, I think that hunger has to be there. And that hunger I saw from day one when you started studying. So how you said you're very dedicated and disciplined, I think that's a very good quality to have, because at the end of the day, people might think that this is just like, oh, you're self-employed now, but is that true? You think so? No, right? It's still very disciplined, and you still need to put the hours of work. But I guess the winning thing for me was the personality, because as I said, you have to be able to be a people person, right? So being able to just talk to you from get-go, even though we were pretty much strangers, I think that's also key. So yeah, I guess those were the reasons. Yeah. But if those things are, appealing to you, whether you like people, whether you're service oriented, or you just have that strong hunger and passion to want to succeed, I think maybe speaking to one of us could help you, because nobody says I want to be an insurance agent, but at the end of the day, it takes somebody to introduce you to the industry. And if you're really a bit curious about it, why not come speak to one of us? So follow us on our handles, Agent Mama and Imran Meer. And we'll be happy to have that chat with you and, welcome you on board. So thank you for this time. Thank you, Imran, for taking the time. And yeah, even though I do see a lot, it was very nice to do it in a very different setting. Yes. So yeah, thank you guys, and I'll see you next time.